All right, everybody, welcome back. We are moving on to completing our arms. So you can see over here we got our bicep and we got our forearm, and now we're going to do the shoulder bells. So some shoulder bells from some armor makers, there's an actual left and right. I think these are the same, right? But these are nice in that they've got this kind of more closed shape, a little bit more folded now. They're not quite as cylindrical as before. And there's not too much doing that needs to happen with these. It's nice now that it's got this return edge on this part. And usually what I do is I'll just try to clean that up a bit. I usually try to leave a little bit of return here, and then it kind of tapers to not so much on that end. So I might leave, say, 1/4 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch kind of there. And then it basically goes less and less and less and less and less. And it's not necessarily down to nothing, but I'm hoping that that shows up on camera there. You can kind of see what that line is like. So that's kind of what we're going to do on both of these. That's all right?
Yeah. Sure.
You got some scissors there. I'm going to start trimming this one out. And you'll find with some armor makes that some shoulder bells will sit a bit deeper kind of onto your arm than others. And there's always adjustment on when you assemble it in terms of like the elastics and how close that gets held to your body. So if your torso is over here, it's like, well, how close does it need to be? In a perfect world, this edge, this upper corner, should be almost touching or practically touching that white rib shoulder bridge that's going to be mounted on the armor. And then there's going to be elastics that go here around your bicep, and they'll be glued on the inside. So yeah, once this is trimmed out, all I'm going to do is sand it to kind of take off some of the sharp edges. And I do tend to kind of remove a little bit of this sharp corner there, because that corner is really annoying. So just make sure to kind of take the front part of it off, or the inside, and then I usually just try to round the edges a little bit here. Just make sure when you're sanding you're not running that off the edge and scratching up the return. That's basically it. That's a shoulder bell, right? So that's going to fit like so. It's going to get, from the originals, the, more or less the ridges kind of lined up, and it kind of sat like that. There was no strap that went from the bicep to the shoulder, although some people like to do that to kind of keep them up to prevent them from falling. And then what they did on the originals was they had an elastic that was attached to the inside of the shoulder bell around, and then, I don't know if you know this one, they had like elastic hooks. They took a strip of plastic and they bent it into a hook to, kind of hold it onto the yeah, it was kind of weird. So you can see it on Han Solo a few times when he moves around. Yeah. So if you want more accuracy, you can add that. There's instructions on white armor on how to make, a little plastic hook that goes there. But it'll be up to you depending on how you want to do it. But that's basically a shoulder bell.
There it is.
Awesome. Probably the easiest piece. Should have started with that.